Here with women's basketball coach Mandy Pearson. Coach, you're heading into Saturday game against St. Kate's, coming off of a huge win against St. Thomas on Wednesday. Talk a little bit about that game, a big 62-56 win in a game that you didn't really start probably the way you wanted to.
No, but St. Thomas is the only team that pressures in the full court like that in our league, and so I didn't expect 15-2, but I expected us to come out and not quite be ready for the pressure that they were going to bring. And we did that, and against them, sometimes we play a little bit better when we're down to start than if we have a great first half. But it was an awesome game. Jamie Stuffley had a great first half. Her baskets kept us in, and our defense, obviously, and then Jess Stone was very poised. Courtney Early made some big baskets, and our defense was awesome. You know,
it's interesting. We've talked all season long about the depth of this team and the importance of every player that's on it. You get into a game like St. Thomas, one of the really top teams in the country, and it was the upperclassmen and your seniors that kind of stepped up and kind of took charge. You mentioned really the three that really stood out. Jamie had 23 points, and then you've got 14 from Courtney and then 10 from Jess. And those three kind of took the bull by the horns and really kind of carried the team through to that big win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, offensively they were great. But we had other people step it up as well. Octavia Brown played phenomenal defense. I mean, there was one play where Sarah Schoenthaler just ripped the ball away from a St. Thomas player, and our underclassmen were making those plays, and our upperclassmen were doing the scoring. It was an awesome team effort.
Now, the hard part for you probably as the coaches is you got to keep everybody grounded as you head into Saturday against St. Catherine, a team that you handled pretty easily the first time around, but now you can't focus on last Wednesday, you can't focus on next Wednesday against Gustavus. You've got to make sure that you're ready for Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, St. Thomas is a great win, but we have to move on because that's just another step in the direction that we want to go. And today's practice is the next step, and tomorrow's game is another step. Our team's done a pretty good job of looking at it that way, and hopefully we continue to do that, because to get where we want to be, that's how we have to focus our energy and our efforts.
We've talked before, if you looked at the first half of the schedule, the three losses that you had were St. Thomas, Gustavus, and Concordia. Mm-hmm. Second time around, now you wanted another shot at all three of them. You got the first one against St. Thomas. Feels good to kind of get that win and really prove that you belong in that upper echelon of teams?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it feels really good for our players, because they've trusted what we're doing and have worked hard to be where they're at. So now they can, really feel like, yeah, we do belong here, and we are going to make a good run here. So, I mean, I think it's a very good confidence boost for our team.
Next step in that climb, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock in St. Paul against St. Kate's. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.